sound.
You can't hear. You can't hear. You can't hear. Non porra. Non porra. Yes. Tô com porra. Better now. 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 Now.
Protection through its greatest trust and living into the flame. Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
Thank you very much, Sister Bennett, for that beautiful words of prayer. At least they know that everyone is energized and we're all very happy.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Just some patience as the DJs are trying to rectify it. Want to make it simple, we're going to sing. Oh, you come.
So tasty in eating karo than eating matoke. And he was passionate about it. And on a community level, it brought some kind of misunderstanding. So today, we are celebrating our different cultures. It is a norm in all universities world over, and because students come from all over with different cultures, it is in a hope that students can discover the diversity between different cultures. And after discovering, perhaps they come to appreciate one another, and then with what goal? To build a stronger, united community which lives in diversity. So, on this note, we are going to witness various presentations from different cultures, and I hope you will enjoy what we have to offer to you. Thanks so much. With these remarks, I hand over the microphone for what is to follow.
Thank you so much, but it is not enough. We are going to give him more coffee. You know, more coffee is very important. When it's more coffee, we give him more coffee. Very beautiful. We shall suspend the DJs by coming here in the dash. You guys see, very cultural man. You must welcome Father.
Dear staff members, dear students of PCJ, I'm happy to have been honored with this privilege of addressing you at this material time as we celebrate our cultural day. Father Richard Kyankaga Gonza, a priest of the Diocese of Kenya, and I think a Holy Ghost by default. An institution which was started by the late Bishop Joseph Wilgers, a Hill missionary, in 1996 for purposes of encouragement to research and document the culture. To appreciate their own culture, but also to be in position to appreciate what other people do. Traveled, we think his mother is the best cook. So when we have diversity, we are given a chance to learn from. One writer wrote and said, far from dividing, diversity, beauty. That what we are going to see here is going to be a very, very strange beauty, which are of common origin, being all from one God. May this and also minimize, if not completely erase, all the when I came, I'm very shocked when Chris was referring to me as the guest of honor. I thought I was a keynote speaker.
I'm sorry.
But I'm now and I was told by Father John not so long ago about naming and marriage. Apparently, these are two wide topics I can imagine, or you can imagine. Mostly on naming, and only he told what naming has to do with. And so, in my presentation, I'm trying to say that today we are here celebrating. And the theme that I've been given today's presentation was naming and marriage, its connection with marriage. Speaking and told them to multiply and fill the earth. Mandate of multiplication, definitely Adam and Eve. We know that the first killed the other later, of whom one killed the other. We had Cain and Abel. Said that naming is actually biblical. It is not a strange thing. But also, when God created each and everything according to the second account of Genesis, He brought them to Adam to give them a name each. And each was to hold that name Adam was to give. And that was it. And then we read on and we hear was suitable to be a companion. So God made Adam to fall asleep, and in the sleep He removed the rib and created a woman, and still Adam gave the woman a name, woman. Bone from my bone, flesh from my flesh, so woman you shall be called. So already the first man, Adam, started naming. So naming is not a joke, it is a serious ritual, it is a serious cultural and spiritual, a spiritual rite. So naming simply means or refers to giving a name, and names have meaning and oftentimes portray the reason why it was given. In so doing, a name confers an identity to that who is named, by which the person or thing can be identified. and sometimes with a particular event or circumstance. Take for instance, if I was born on a PCJ day, somebody might say I might be named because of the glory of this PCJ day culture, they might be named PCJ. And then people will wonder why PCJ until they are told of this event. We have a village as we are driving towards Kyankaga, which is known as Semwes, where they branch off to go to Soga University. But actually Semwes was the acronym of CMS, Church Missionary Society. That was their base. And today we hear many people talking about that name as Semwes. But it is connected with the event of the presence of the Church Missionary Society, CMS. So the name carries with it the essence of a person's character, defining who they are. Personally, I'm called Kyankaga. Kyankaga simply means a small wind, kawind. And somehow I find myself blown this way and that way. In a way, where I tell people that I'm the rarest priest in the Diocese of Jinja, at the same time I'm the most common priest, the commonest priest in the Diocese of Jinja, because I endeavor to be everywhere and people meet me. But to get me, because of the business I have, it may be rare. My neighbors, the Menhir will tell you, they are afraid to catch me for masses there whenever they want to get me. I'm unavailable. But probably these movements I make are because of the name of Kawini. So I identify myself with that. So this name defines who they are. By the way, somebody told us that his name is Timuhawu. So in defining who we are, I want to bring the example of the daughter of Pharaoh who picked the child Moses by the banks of River Nile. When naming him, she said, I pulled him out of water, and so I named him Moses. So each time she would call the boy Moses, she would recall the event and the circumstances under which Moses was born, hidden, taken away, and probably that would touch her heart to handle the boy with care. In Isaiah chapter 7 verse 14, we read, a virgin will conceive and bear a son, and you will name him Emmanuel, which means God is with us. That naming became a source of assurance to the people of Judah that in spite of the pending danger of the attack from the north, God is with them. And indeed, even today when you hear somebody called Emmanuel, what comes to your mind is that God is with us. And later on, St. Paul says, if God is on our side, who can be against us? So that it is. That is what it is. And so those who are called Emmanuels should also endeavor to portray this presence of God amidst his people, that he becomes their protection. A name can be generic, meaning say referring to a group of things, or can be personalized. In the Gospel of John, chapter 20, verses 15 to 16, we read, that is about the resurrection. Jesus said to her, woman, why are you weeping? Whom do you seek? And she supposed him to be the gardener, somebody who doesn't even know her. She said to him, Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have laid him, and I will take him away. Then Jesus turns to the real name, personalized name, and said, Mary. And when she turned, she recognized him and said, Rabboni. So that essence of somebody knowing, he also creates a certain relationship with that person. In fact, if you called me a name of my childhood name, then I know you must have been with me or been with people, and you know me in the depth. Say, for instance, I come from a village called Bunafu. So if you phone on the street and say, how are you, man of Bunafu? Then I say, this one knows me deeply. And my relationship with you will change because you know too much. So Jesus is calling Mary by her real name, changed her attitude from sir to master or teacher. The generic name woman did neither identify her nor define who she was. But the name Mary, which carried her essence of character, made her realize that it was the master. So that name also begins to change with the relationship with her. This particular day, we are celebrating the PCJ Day, was conferred that name by some competent authority, and it was designated. It may not have been gazetted in the Uganda Gazette, but at least in the Gazette of PCJ, it is known. I've been attending these days for a number of years, that each time, maybe probably from 2000 or 2002, that each time the eve of the Ash Wednesday is known to be a cultural day. And I'm sure in your induction and initiation at PCJ Life, you must be told some of these things. And then we look forward to it, to see the different presentations of the different culture. But the name was given. And that name, PCJ Cultural Day, also tells the essence of the day. We look forward to closing classes, to be here in the hall. In those days we used to stay in the other small hall. Today we have Bishop Willigan's hall. So we come here, prepared to see, to enjoy, and learn from other cultures. The essence of the name PCJ Cultural Day. In our names, we find our personal identity and sometimes the identity of our family and family history. It can also it can also indicate a people's culture. If you mention the name which is from Uganda, say maybe Sesama, you know where that person comes from. If you say Opio, you know where Opio comes. You identify him with his culture. When you say Kyankaga, then you know where he comes from. So in this name is our identity and the identity of our family background, and the culture. Imagine some of us have the culture of adding the name of our parents, our father's name on the name. And if the father was a prominent man, when you hear, take for instance, my father was Gonza. And if people knew who Gonza was, and I'm in those circles and I present myself, I am Father Richard Kayaka Gonza. Then they said, are you a son of Gonza, so and so? He said, yes. So the background is already indicated. So don't shun to carry your names because it is very important. It tells a lot about who we are and your family background. Let me just tell you a story. When I was still a seminarian, I was on my pastoral work. Then a priest who was born from my diocese, may he so rest in peace, from my home parish, he died. From my home parish, gathered the religious and seminarians who are born from that parish. Because one of the sisters born there had made a perpetual profession. I had not known them because this particular old lady was coming from Kenya, was working in Kenya. I didn't know her, but she came for this particular occasion. And when we gathered in self-introductions, I mentioned my name, I'm Seminarian Richard Kyankaga goes. And then those words sank deep in the heart of this old nun. She's about now 60-something as a professed nun. And when we were going for supper, after the meeting, she came to me and said, "Did you say you are Kyankaga Gonza?" I said, "Yes." And said, "Are you a son of Gonza from Munafu?" I said, "Yes." Then she said, "Thanks be to God. I belong to that outstation, and I've been praying that we get a priest from this outstation. You don't know how much joy I got that day, that somebody is praying for me without even knowing." Can you imagine? And she was also happy that somehow a branch is springing up from the line of Jesse or Benjamin. And here I am. If I am a priest, I respect that man to date because of her prayers. And she actually loves me, and I love her. She's now in the old house of the little sisters in Kokonji. So the name can tell a lot about who we are and your family back at home. If you mention PCJ, people who change PCJ still, you will receive a reception you will never know. I started in PCJ. Here, we have Usoka College Muiri. It used to be a very powerful school. Even the President Mitchell Roboti studied there. Ruhakana Rugunda, former Prime Minister, also studied there. It was the school in those days. And so the students who have gone through that school call themselves, they call it the school. And once they mentioned me, I studied in the school, and you ask me which school. They all look at you with amazement. Who are you? Does the school? And then I mentioned that I was in the school. Those who schooled there already give this person a warm welcome, because they know there is a particular culture they gathered and they share in common, so they become one in a way. In fact, to be given a name is to be accepted. In my culture, when a baby is born, that's the culture of the Vasuka. A time comes, and actually that time should not be delayed, when the naming ceremony takes place. And it is a time for the father and his relatives to accept the baby in their family, in their clan, to say this one is really ours and he or she belongs. Sometimes before being given a name, a baby may cry continuously, and people refer to it as the baby asking for the name. But it's also possible that the name was wrongly given, not the priest ancestor who was supposed to be named, and then he's asking for the change. When they keep crying, again they change the name. So, this is taken seriously, and they have to perform the ritual of naming, so that they give this baby acceptance and a belonging. And what does that tell us? If you have ever gone to a community, any group of people, and they do not accept you, you feel out of place. So the name gives us an acceptance. That is why we find that even people who have come from outside Europeans, when they come here, they will be happy if you give them a local name. If you do even some bit of cultural ritual to show that you are naming them, they will feel so happy, because they will be, it is a sign of acceptance and being born, so they know that they also belong. Should the father of the baby refrain from naming, giving the name, or the grandfather, or taking it to him to his father, the grandfather of the child, This can cause a lot of misgivings, thinking that probably the child doesn't belong to the family, and it can even disrupt and ruin a marriage. Naming is one of the rites of initiation. We are initiating this child into our clan, into our family, into our cultural life. Different cultures have different ways of performing this rite of naming, which includes the choice of the name. Because you have to know the name which you have to give the person. Among the Basuga, like probably many African cultures, naming is usually done by naming a person after a deceased person. Today, some people are naming even those who are living. My nephew gave birth to a boy and he named him Richard Kyankaga. I don't know whether he was naming him after me or he only chose the name Richard, but named after my grandfather who was Kyankaga. My problem, even when they knew that perhaps this nephew wanted to see the traits of a Richard Kyankaga father into this boy. I don't know. I've not asked him. But that is there. So, this name is given to a child and that will be there. So when he takes him to the grandfather, if he's a boy, they look into the archives of their culture, their family, and say who is the suitable person to be named. In most cases, the order is supposed to be like this. If the boy gave birth when the father is dead and gave birth to a boy, then ideally we should name the name of the father. But because in most cases the father will be still living, but the grandfather died, so the firstborn of that boy is normally given the name of the grandfather. If a girl, it will be the mother if she's dead, or the grandmother. That is the order. But once that obvious order is over, then they look into those names of the relatives, the ancestral relatives who died. And here it will cause a trouble. Whom do we name? There are several. So what they do is to get two chickens. If a boy cooks, they give them the names of the preferred two ancestors. And they say, you our ancestors, they folk now name you. We want to name you, but we ask you that you show yourself through this chicken, these cooks, who should come first. Can you identify yourselves? Then they throw them on the roof of the house. And we are told that the first chicken, the cock to come down, will be the preferred name to be given. And somehow it is said that sometimes maybe they are there also wondering why they are there to put heads together as if they are discussing. And that motivates the Christian, the people in their culture, the ancestors. Because in this naming, the reactivation of the Tangaza, he says more than merely symbolic, takes place in the act of naming. The Holy Eucharist, we are reenacting the sacrifice of Christ which was offered at Calvary. It is not a new sacrifice. Similarly, that reenactment in the naming ceremony is seen by Africa as a representation and a reaction, making present the person who died. And a certain desire of the moral qualities and values of the ancestor to be seen, sometimes even the physical traits, the gait of when one is walking, the movements and so on and so forth. Power or an occasional event to confer a name. To confer a name is therefore to confer personality and status. If one was a chief, they want to see this child later on to become a leader of some kind. And if he actually becomes a leader, you say, no wonder it is true. Magesa observes that the naming right signifies the transmission, that the transmission of life is now completed. So through naming, they have transmitted even the life. Placid temples called it the vital force from the ancestors to the living. And the named person will be seen and believed to be protecting all adversaries from this namesake, call it, or in him whom he or she has been reenacted. That is how it is. Naming people after events, seasons, locations, and other things preserves the connectivity between the rest of the world of creation and humanity. It is also a reminder that the life force or vital force of humanity and that of nature are intertwined and inseparable. The materialism was used. Take for instance eating a meal. It could be kalo, could be simsim, a baby soda in a goat. All those are things of nature which are bringing to the union of this people. Now I want to talk about the different names. Even our ancestors before the beginning, like Adam and Eve, had to begin from somewhere. So especially we have a Dr. Peter who is living just across here. He gives them, like for instance, was a doctor in among the Jokotola land, and he gave birth to one of his daughters and he called her, and then she was born among the land. Another one is called Kyankaga, was very brown, and so on and so forth. All these happen. So a name tells a lot about its holder. And among the Wakonzo, for instance, by mere mentioning of the name, you may know, if you know the culture of those people, you will be informed of his or her position in the line of birth being given birth to in the family. The firstborn, if a boy among the Wakonzo, is known as Baru or Mumbe. Is it true? So note, however, the firstborn son is Baru. If they are still living, then it becomes Mumbe. So that tells you a lot. You find a Mumbe, son. You find a Mumbe, and then you will know, you will find a Mumbere, and then you will know where to position him in the family. The second born is Wambari. So each time you find a Wambari, you know is the second born in the family. The third born is Masereka, and the fourth born is Kule. And Kule is followed by Thembo, who becomes the fifth born. So you find that the situation of your birth determines which name you are going to get. On the other hand, if a girl, the firstborn in the family is Musoki or Maseka, and the third girl, I jumped to the second, the third girl is Kabuho, and the fourth girl Bambu, the fifth girl is Tungu, and the sixth girl is Chachimwa, and the last one to be born is Ntiabake. So when you hear Ntiabake, you know it's the last born in the family. If a boy, Mbusa. So just by mere mention of the name, you can position this person. I think even in West Africa, among the Nigerians, the name, and Ghana, the name Kofi has something to do with the one who is born on Friday or Wednesday, one of the two. Kofi. So we have this Secretary General of the United Nations, Kofi Annan. So you know Kofi, then you know where he was born. Among the Basoga, there are also names that are given and they turn out to be title, but also the Baganda. For instance, it is a title but it becomes part of the name Salongo, a father of twins. Babirie and Nakato, those are twins. Owaswa and Kato. Among the Basoga we call them Waiswa and Tenwa, Babirie and Kauda, which indicate indicative of being twins. And by virtue of giving birth to the twins, the father attains the title of Isavirie and the mother of Nabiri. Ideally, these twins are supposed to be given the ancestral names, and then the twin name is only simply a title. Unfortunately, these days, people just leave it at that. And sometimes the twin name also supersedes that of the given name, the ancestral name. It silences the other one so much so that when they are naming after this Waswa or Waiswa or Tenwa, it will be Tenwa even when one is not a twin. So here in Busoga, it has been mixed up. It is one of the things as a cultural science center I'm trying to address so that we go back to the traditions. The name of a person can also tell you his or her tribe, clan, among other things. If you came here and you mention the name and you say, I'm Kakaire, a mere hearing of Kakaire, I know you belong to this particular clan. When you say, I'm Isiko, then I don't know which clan you are. They will ask you, do you belong to this clan? Or you are the people whose totem is this, and so on and so forth. So that identity, and if I belong to that particular clan, I relate with you as a relative from that point of view. If, imagine my mother is from that clan where you get subscribed the name from, then I will take you as my uncle from that moment on. Never mind the age. You may be even as little as 2 years a baby, but you become, if you're a girl, she becomes my mother. And so then this comes into play with the issue of marriage. That a mere mention of the name should ring into my mind to connect it. Does this belong to my mother's clan? Does this one belong to my clan? So in a way, I'm prohibited to marry him or her. So mothers also, yes, that controls the person's interaction with those to whom he or she shares the kinship. So in a way, a name also can spread our relatedness, kinship. You will find that I found you in Kampala, maybe even if I've gone to America, and I find you there, and the mere name, mention of the name, connects you to me, and you say we are related, this is how we are related. So, the name can also inform the circumstances under which one was born. Among the Basani Abagwe of Namayingo, when one is a girl is born during rain, when it is raining, she is known as Nafula. And if a boy, Wafula, indicating a fula means rain. So it is a situational name now. And so each time the mother mentions the name, it reminds her the name of the baby, it reminds her the circumstances that prevailed, whether when she was expecting or when she was giving birth to the child. Such names normally depict the sufferings of the mother. Mothers normally give those names and they depict the sufferings of the mother went through, such as Ogere. Let them talk. They have talked enough. Maybe she took time to conceive, and people said, now the man married a barren woman. Eventually, when she conceived, said, let them talk. They will get fed up. They will get tired. If people were envious of her, she remained with the name Basalachi. Why do I become a cause of jealousy? Basalachi. If she was operated, the baby can be named so or what so. And each time they are named, it reminds them. And even you who is named after that name, you are reminded of the pain your mother went through. So if you are meditating to become disobedient, you better conform and become an obedient person. The proverbial names are also there. Some people are given names according to the Proverbs. But we also have nicknames. The proverbial names depict a situation under which the baby was born, or it might be a common slang somebody has been using. Take for instance, Tibalira. The chairperson of our Lady of Fatima, the chairperson of the Parish Council of Our Lady of Fatima, is known as Tibalira. You all know that now is the State House building. But that name is a proverbial name. Tibalira Muko, Balira Mwala Walukuda. That when the in-laws come and you have died, their objective is not to mourn your death, but they are reflecting on the sufferings their daughter is going to go through. So he says, he has left you badly. No, where are you going to go? You are going to suffer. You get the point? So that becomes a proverbial name. Probably to sing a message somewhere that we should change our attitude. There are other proverbial names like that one. But we also have nicknames, and I suppose we have them here. These nicknames can be self-given. You can name yourself, and it takes on, it picks on. It can be given by the peers because of the character they have observed in you. For example, a small person here in Busoga is nicknamed as Nigaire Jasa. That these clothes and back clothes make us swell, but inside we are very tiny. When I put on this, you think I'm a fat man. Nigaire Jasa. Oh, Dia is a small, tiny little bird. So it is as tiny as that bird. They nickname him. Our parish priest gave himself a name in the cathedral. He calls himself Musogamweni. So wherever he goes, they call him Musogamweni. I went to visit a priest from Port Road when he was in America. But then his parishioners kept pulling me away in St. Austin. They kept driving me out every day because I was never at home. So the priest nicknamed me Kamhanda. What does Kamhanda mean? Kamhanda means what? Oh, the one who's always on the road. Can you imagine? Kamhanda, which rhymes very well with the Kyankaga, always blow this one that way. So in conclusion of my messages about naming and marriage, I pointed out marriage in terms of controlling which one to marry and so on and so forth, and the relations we have. But in conclusion, I would like to say that whichever name one is given, the most important thing is to live a quality life. We are finding these days the so-called Pentecostals removing cultural names, saying, those are names of spirits. I don't want. Then they bring in these attributes of God and they submerge the other names, they get transformed. But does the quality of life change? The issue is the quality of life. Is what is more important. This is what Shakespeare says in his famous play, Romeo and Juliet. A name of a thing does not matter as much as the quality, does not matter as much as the quality of the thing. A rose, if called something entirely different, will still smell as sweetly as it does when the name is rose. So may we endeavor to live quality lives in these names we have taken, that then they may portray who we are, and even change. If the people thought it is a bad name, can I transform and give it a good connotation? And so may we put the PCJ Culture Day name to its real effect by benefiting from it as we come together to learn from one another and appreciate each other's culture. The priest normally concludes and says, the Lord be with you.
wonderful presentation there, and we have not appreciated him so much. We are going to give him a very thunderous hand clap so that we give him more glories for the beautiful presentation that he has given for us. 1, 2, 3, thunderous clap. He has done it culturally, and you have seen him. He has dressed it culturally. That is how an elder is supposed to be. Thanks for that presentation. For your information, our PCJ online TV is working here seriously. You can follow it online, subscribe, and we are live. Even people from the United States of America, they are seriously watching us and enjoying them when we move forward. So we are going straight forward to the next program. That's the presentations from different communities. And for the interest of time, 10 minutes per communities. 10 minutes. This is a recap of the chronology. We shall start with the missionaries of Africa, Floresians, Holy Cross brothers and sisters. We shall have a short tea break after that, and then followed by the Servites, Mill Hill, Komboni, Chameleons, and Blessed Sacrament. At this very juncture, I see the missionaries of Africa, the sons of love sharing. They are well prepared to come on stage. As they are coming in, I would like the teachers to bring for us a very nice song to welcome them on the stage. Thank you so much. Missionaries of Africa.
started our wedding. Started our wedding.
How we can sort all issues, not interfere in my culture. The meaning of your God and the meaning of my God, and how can we incorporate them together in my kingdom?
We shall see, my dear chief, that at the end of everything, in special ethics, which I like, my doctor, is happiness, whether culture or religion. And it's on this day that I humbly request our boys can be initiated, can be circumcised in a cultural way, as long as it does not contradict God. And they can also be baptized. If you accept that, you kiss my ring as a bishop.
Good. But I'll offer your obligation with a condition.
Which one, my chief?
One, no interference in my culture. My people must be circumcised, for it pleased our ancestors.
With that, baptized.
Good.
And we shall baptize the Son and the Holy Spirit, and they will be named.
Now, we want to live in peace and harmony.
You are the first to be circumcised, to be baptized. And now, I want the boys to come after being circumcised to be baptized, and we give them a name.
I admit, but my kingdom, obey my kingdom, I'll also obey your Christianity.
We shall do that.
Thank you.
Can we baptize you?
If it is true God, whom our ancestors are worshipping and whom I believe in, you can go ahead.
In Ishchewa, we have a saying. Ukumpu telamante, semanoto nakoteoto. Our God is the living one, the one our ancestors adored and worshipped. Kneel down for baptism.
Good. I'm kneeling down in the God of Ramogi, the founder of our region. If things go astray in this land, let this land be cast.
Amen. Hold for me, coward priest. I'm going to give you your local name. You will be called Mungudumo, and I'll give you a Christian name. You will be called Ferdinand. And Ferdinand, I want to baptize you. Why are you shaking? In the name of the I hear that there is a stupid priest here in your local land. Open for me. I'm giving you a new Christian name. Bring for me all your. I'm giving
He's a strong man. What? So, Paul, Mazagonso, I baptize you in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. From today, our land is going to be a Christian land that fears. Bishop, not only bishop, but the bishop of the telling you, baptizing a witch is not easy.
As I told you, we are spending life in the media. You can like, follow, subscribe. I have just received a notification from Italy that everything that we are doing here is very beautiful. And indeed, it is beautiful. Continue to impress it. And that's why we're moving to the next presentation, and we shall see the declaration mission very soon, loading with the skits. Yes, what will you put for us? Missionaries? There we go. So, it's given us the state. So, we are got this. Yes. Yes.
about naming and marriage. A thing which is very known to all of us. In the Wasukuma Tanzania, they name children. In this setup, people are sitting, friends together, they come together.
As the chief of the Odogo, we are gathered here today because our brother here, he got married. Now 5 years, he has never produced. He has never given to a name. The question we are asking here today, is it our brother's problem or the wife with whom he got married to? Because we know him, he takes too much of ajono. It might be the cause. So today, my elders, I want to inquire from you. Tell me, where do you see is the problem? If he's our brother here, we know how to help him out. I'll start with you, my man, and my vice chairperson. Tell me.
Man, we have to see you. Maybe he does not work properly. Is it the problem? Is it the problem of Ajono or he does not work properly? We have to check you. We have to check the styles of working, eh? What do you say?
Don't make our clan fall apart. We need the children as a clan. We cannot just remain here, staying with your wife as a friend, sister and a brother. You have to produce, and we need to see our grandchildren. Yes, you need to be a man. A man is the one who has produced.
This man is taking too much. I don't know. What is the problem? The man is not talking. Why? You have the problem. What is the problem? Is it your wife or you, yourself? My elders, I don't have a problem. But my wife has a problem. She's barren. She cannot even produce.
If your wife is barren, as the chief elder, my elders, from here, we are all going to face that lady. We hear she's beautiful. She's very beautiful and she's from Barara. Yes, we want to see if she's the problem or our man, and to see what we can do. So my elders, we all go. Let us go and face that lady.
I really give these people a baby boy that will work for them, for their future, for their minds, for their interests, so that they become also useful in their community. Are you hearing? Okay. Now, don't sit behind me when you are going home. Wait. Get this one. Hide it. Don't show anyone. When you are going to sleep, when you are going to sleep, when she's going to sleep, I am playing where this. You know where to sleep, Put in the child. The child is mine, so that the energy. I hear you. And the words. Doctor, leave. Go. Should I sit back? Okay. Go.
After visiting the witch doctors, we see that these married couples, they seek the intervention of someone whom they thought would help. It is believed so. And after a while, the lady became pregnant. He was able to give birth to a child, and the child was named Masumbuko. Masumbuko. And the Masumbuko we are talking about, just like the names we are being given, like a man, means this particular person or this child will undergo a lot of struggles, just as the name suggests.
How many speakers do you have? Two. How is it? Where do you charge it? Is there a possibility of charging before maybe? How do you charge Now if I use this one, I think it will already be information. They will probably cut this one, but not the system. So I'll do this one. And now I'm not aware of the time. I'm not aware of the time. What's calling here?
Money, I want my cup. That's what I've removed. You see now in the
This one? Oh, they all come.
Yeah, thank you to our dear viewers. Your most ask all your comments, give us a very, very humbled and very happy. Again, going to give us a hint about the culture day of PCJ today. And he's none other than a brother from the Combined Missionaries. Brother, you're most welcome.
Thank you, Mr. And for the love, for the care that you have shown unto us. As you see, the sun is there, it's heating, and we are doing very well so far. We are not complaining. God for the gift of life and for all that He's doing unto us. Yeah, it is a very good day. We have had a present and the marriage in the African culture. We realize that naming in African culture is diverse. And the historical background that happened. Children are given names depending on different, as do not accept, the child will react in a way or the other. And if the child accepts, you see that it has been a uniting factor in the African cultures. We realize people from different areas come together, from different tribes, and us to unite our relationship. Maximilian from the Combined Missionaries.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much, please, and with. Stay online, you keep knowing what will take place. So far, we have two presentations, the Mafra side, the Declaration side. They have shown us how the naming is and how the marriage is in the African tradition. And my dear, our esteemed viewers, it is still happening even right now. Yeah. And at this very moment, allow me to receive one of our very own, most welcome.
Thank you very much, Brother Francis. I'm very much grateful for this opportunity. Culture and the naming from different backgrounds, different characters as we meet here in this for all that is being done, all the way from the start to the talk of Father Richard Katerega has given us the talk and everything. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Evans from the village side, telling us how Father Richard has elaborated more about the naming and marriage in our African tradition. Again, the brother from the Convert Missionaries ready to also elaborate more about the day here at PCJ 2025. Don't forget, subscribe on PCJ Online TV, share, comment, and like all the contents you have. Yes, brother, you're...
I'm so glad that you have given me this opportunity to talk on this delightful day. First of all, I'm very delightful that this is the most precious day where we learn things of cultures from different. First of all, issues concerning culture, they enlighten us, they give us of our background, how each and every culture arranges its political, economic aspects. As per now, we are here in PCJ attending day that each culture which we are going to learn, most especially the theme is based on naming, and who come from different places. We do not know the origin and the background of our names, and of course your name means and how you came to be named. So for instance, I'm called Lawrence Okobo. That is a name based for the Lubaras, and the traditional, what I heard of it, in our culture, a name is supposed to be given according to the status of your birth. Right now, Okobo means that happiness is over. In our culture, as you know, a name must possess a negative meaning, which shows that something maybe during your birth might have happened in a negative way. So as of now, we thank the administrators, the media team of PCJ for giving us this opportunity really to share with
great. Yes, Asimo Kariste from Tradition. We are from presenting right now, but first and foremost I wish to take this opportunity to appreciate the entire PCJ management for having organized this day for us as students of PCJ and seminarians at the so-called culture, because it is the culture that shapes what we are. First and foremost, my cultural name, I'm called Asimwe, which literally means to be praised. Having come to this earth, for having been produced in this mother earth, and culturally, this one also has shaped me based on the way how I speak, the way how I do, So you see, culture, it is very good to change culture. Culture that you come to be what you want, the culture that lives us. Thank you very much, PCJ management. Thank you very much, the video recording. You all. Thank you, and PCJ, we agree with PCJ, we salute PCJ forever. Thank you.
Thank you very much. For me, I'm Benedict Mutichilo. Great honor. I also want to thank PCJ for creating for us this opportunity to come and celebrate our own cultures, different cultural backgrounds. So the day is great. For me, I'm just present, so I just urge you, our viewers, continue being online, continue liking, subscribing, and all shall be. You first go. Our dear esteemed viewers, you are live on PCJ Online TV. Declaration Missionaries. So live here with my brother Alphonse Mashuri. You are most welcome on PCJ Online TV.
Thank you very much, brother.
Yes. So you are live on PCJ Online TV, and today is a very special day for us here at PCJ, whereby we are having a very special day known as the Culture Day. So allow me receive my brother to introduce himself to us, and so that he can tell us something. Brother, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much, Brother Brian, for this opportunity. And on the particular way, I would like to first thank God who has enabled us to gather here today for this cultural day of the PCJ, also of Center Ginger at our main hall. I may say that the occasion is very good. It is so marvelous to the extent that every
The two communities which have already presented, they are presenting well, and I find that their dedication is good, and I thank you for broadcasting this news, because we are live, and every activity we are seeing it as evident and as seen, and for this it is trying to show us we come from various cultures, various backgrounds, and with this it unites us, that regardless of the diversity in our cultures, but we are one, as one PCJ family, as we can identify that we are composed of various nationalities, and these nationalities compose very many cultures, and these very many cultures, they bring us together. It means we have to, with all this kind of education and all likes, it implies that culture identifies us, and the culture makes us one, and we have to embrace all the cultures we have. So thank you very much for the opportunity, and let us keep embracing our cultures, because our cultures also portray our identity. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so brother, today you have seen today we have portrayed what we call cultural diversity. So you may tell us where you come from, and depending on how you see your culture. Have you learned something today, and also in linking it with your own culture, on how this cultural diversity comes in? How do you say about that?
Yes, I'm Alphonse Mashauri from Tanzania, belonging to the Declaration the Missionaries, as I said earlier. Now, I trying to link with especially from the first presentation from the Mafras, about how enculturation, I may say like that, the enculturation on the basic with the culture, where people have to embrace their cultures, and particularly they presented about the circumcision, and the circumcision linking it to our spirituality or the Christian aspect. It is a kind of baptism. That's why we found in the kind of in the enculturation, they are trying to put it as our cultures. We have to embrace it.
Yeah, thank you so much for being live on PCJ Online TV. So please go and tell your friends to subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Next time when you are called upon.
Wow.
Okay, remember you are live on PCJ. I'm Tumsima Brian from the Declaration Missionaries, and I come from Fort Portal. Now may host another brother. I see he's holding a very special stick. You are most welcome on PCJ Online TV. So you may introduce yourself to our dear esteemed viewers.
I'm a student of the Comboni Missionaries, and I come from Gulu Archdiocese. I'm so privileged that today at the PCJ we are celebrating our cultural day, and then there are lots and variety of cultures which we are seeing, and I hope it's educative enough.
Okay, thank you so much, brother.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, so I see so far two communities on presentation as well.
Sure.
Yeah, so depending on what has been presented, have you learned something from what has been presented already?
Oh yes, one specular thing about African culture, that is the basis of marriage and naming, which is very significant in the life of a human being. You find that names carry significance in the life of the person who has been born. That is why, as we have seen from the two communities, the name that has been given to a child has so far affected even the way that person lived. And that shows that really our name is of great value. And then marriage, the product of marriage is procreation. So when a lady does not produce, that really is a contradiction to the African understanding of marriage.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much. From the first presentation, which was from the Mafras, we saw the bishop was trying to see how people from different cultures can be named, of course, by being baptized. And we saw there was some kind of hesitation. So which advice do you give some cultures which do not accept initiation into the church, and those cultures which do not accept naming in the right way, especially within the line of the church.
Question. It is not so foreign to our different traditions. And this is what they did. They meshed between religion and culture. Because that culture is the life of the people. There is an African understanding of religion, and then there is Western aspect. So all this needs to combine. So that is the biggest thing which we need to inculturate. Then you see, we harmonize. Baptism can go on, even circumcision can. Our way of living in the society, because they are compatible to each other.
Okay, thank you so much for being live on PCJ Online TV. So as you live here, go and tell your friends outside there that please, this is PCJ Online TV, and we shall be broadcasting you live all our functions here in PCJ and outside PCJ. So go and remind them to subscribe, like, comment, and share.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
I'm so grateful.
All the best.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, thank you, our dear viewers. Today I've decided to come in a cultural way, putting on a Cambodia attire to show that it is a cultural day. Still, we are pushing on with the presentations, and we are waiting to see what the Holy Cross missionaries, together with their sisters, what they have for us in as far as with what culture entails. So, our dear viewers, don't go off, just remain online, but don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. We are ready to serve you here at PCJ. We salute you. Francis, again, your presenter. Please don't leave. Join us inside again as we show, as we see again the presentations from the Holy Cross missionaries. Do you want to see my attire? It is here. Very ready for the culture day. Please don't go. Thank you.
Yeah, so our dear viewers, within a show you something that has been prepared by the Declaration missionaries. When you see here, the external side, when you see here, you can see Declaration cultural hut, and here we have the statue of St. Anthony Milgaret. All these decorations you can observe well. So let's dive inside and see what has been prepared by the Declaration missionaries. Let's go inside the hut.
Kim. No, okay, you can't. Because if we believe you will not present, therefore time will go by that. Is this it? Don't.
Of May, 3 months from now, when we'll be coming here for official formation program. Before you go, I have some here. You are going to use as your transportation fee. morning. I'm very happy to be here today. Since we know yesterday we had a very big celebration at Lubaga Cathedral, where we managed to get new priests who were ordained yesterday. Thank you. Allow me to thank Reverend Father Nkulu for accompanying these young men today. They are no longer young men, they are servants of God. Also, allow me to thank these young men who accepted the call and decided to be the servant of God. Welcome. Also, we have here Father Obina. Father, congratulations.
Oh, give thanks to the Lord for his God. Amina.
Father, God works in different ways. I know at some point I was a big threat, I was an obstacle of your vocation. But who is God?
Lord is
welcome and tell us something.
The Lord is good. And all the time. Oh, this is very beautiful today. A very beautiful day, especially in my life. After long struggles, after running up and down, after running on the rocks, finally, today I'm standing before the Lord. I'm standing on his altar, and I'm very grateful for that. And in a very special way, I want to start by thanking my dear own commentator, starting with my vocation director. Thank you for accepting me in this formation. I can't forget to thank Reverend Father Mukulu. Thank you so much for forming me. In this journey, I didn't move alone. I was together with my fellow brothers, my dear brothers. I thank you so much for the beautiful journey with me. It was also a great pleasure to have Christians amidst me. They helped me so much, praying for me during tough times and so on. That's why I'm here. Thank you so much, my dear Christians. May God bless you. There is one great man who made all this to happen. And that's none other than my own father. He is a father, but I'm also a father. We are fathers. At this juncture, I want to first forgive him and forget the tough times we had. I want to forget the moment we had on the rocks, shouting, running up and down. Dear Father, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you. Don't let me say a word as the congregation is here listening to you. You're most welcome, Father. We are happy. After all 10 years, now you have become the father. The father of your father. This is unbearable. Thank God. Now, it was hard for you to be here because in our culture you are the firstborn of my family. You were supposed to get married and to expand the family. You're supposed to inherit the stake of ruling. The rulers are always having that stake, but you will not have it according to our culture because you have gone astray. But I don't know what will happen in our culture, in our family, because you have gone against all the rituals and what you're supposed to do. Now, we believe God will protect us in one way or another. But as your father, today I've raised up my hands. I'm allowing you to go
and God serve your God. I don't know if I believe in him, but he will help me. I believe so. Now, because you are the firstborn, I have to give you the blessing of the firstborns as the elder of my family. Come and bow. We have a dance. When we celebrate a big feast like today, we have a dance, and I welcome all of you to dance with us for celebration of Father Omina. Let's go. Remember when you got it. www.djm.com.
By the way, and that's why they had a religious presentation. And so we are moving to Servite community, both the brothers and the sisters. It is my hope that you're prepared, otherwise we shall invite the ever-ready community, Mill Hill Brothers, the dance crew. Just tap on me if you are not yet ready, because we have ever-ready community.
Precise and enticing. Ever-ready, tap on me. Next community of God that is ever-ready, and that's why they are the event for God of this. Just let me know. Otherwise, DJ, do your best.
This is Windows, yeah?
dance crew. 1 minute is enough for preparation, otherwise I will withdraw my words. I'll be everything already. Ready? PJ. DJ. Give them their best.
Why? I'm getting two.
Just got.
Let's come. So, of course, sometimes you can be controlling it, so maybe I can show you some how to enter and then also how to operate it. So now I created it already. So now how to log in? Even the password is saved already on the account of logged in. Yeah, the account is just direct. It just comes in direct.
But it's not showing anything.
Oh, it's now coming out. Woo, woo. You should look at it. Oh my God. Let us hide. Is the midwife there? Is the midwife there? Let me call her, please. Please, 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 please. Please come to our help. After the battle, there's a celebration thanking the ancestors for good delivery, for the continuation of the clan and the growth of the community.
You are still also struggling to get the child. What is the problem?
My wife also have done something. I'm still expecting. Hopefully, maybe the couple is here.
I'm sure you are doing very well.
I do my best, and there are some signs.
Okay, let us go and see this child.
Our visitors.
important ceremony of naming comes. Relatives, friends, and the whole community gather to name the child and also welcome him or her to the world.
Today is the day of the naming of the child, and we are going to name our child a name, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah. Because we have a new person in the community, and he's a boy. We have a lot of expectation. It's going to be for all of us. Yes. So. This child will be called Kyankaga. You may be considered a coward. It's okay. We are getting into the next community. That is the Koboni community. Please, I was told that you are also ever ready, and prove to us that today you are always ready and ever ready. After the Koboni community, we shall have an interlude in the form of a dance, and that would be from the Gisu culture, just a dance in about 2 minutes. Koboni community, as far as you are ready, the DJ will just kill it off. And DJ, please, so you play. DJ, it is your presentation now. We are moving on well, and we ask the Servite community, the brothers and sisters, please. You are even blessed, you have brothers and sisters. I expected you. You know, women are very good in preparing others. So I expected you to be actually prepared. So after the Koboni community, please be prepared as usual. Thank you. DJ, if you have something, give us a tune.
May I ask you a question? What can you say about naming and the basis of naming in the Acholi tradition?
Thank you so much. One of the key things before we start asking ourselves about naming, we need to first inquire, why should we name? How do we name? And then what are the basis of naming? Then we come to understand that each one of us who lives in this world has a name. And everything we do associates us with our names. And this exactly identifies the basis of naming.
Continue, brother. So what is the significance of names to Acholi people?
The significance of name, especially to the Acholi people, which is also identical to most of the African cultures or the African traditions, lies on the basis, number one, the basis of life and the basis of identity. It gives us true meaning of our belonging and where we come from. That already takes a very strong stand on how naming influences our living and what we do, which reflects our naming and identity.
How do we start then naming a young child?
Now, in the Acholi tradition, just like in most of the African cultures, naming starts at the onset of giving birth, of which this lies when the mother of the baby is expectant. The circumstances surrounding the birth of the baby gives the basis of the name. So when the baby is born, if it is a baby boy, it will stay inside the house for 3 days before taking the baby out. If it is a baby girl, it stays inside the house for a period of 4 days. Then at the 4th day for a girl or the 3rd day for a boy, when the baby is brought out in front of the door, that is where the naming aspect starts. And the person who names is the one who was taking care of the mother of the child when she has just given birth. When she comes out, she will cook food without salt. After cooking food without salt, then she will put in the mouth of the mother of the baby 3 times if it is a boy, and then 4 times if it is a girl. After that, different people begin giving the names which are suitable to the baby, following the circumstances of the naming. For example, if a baby was born while going to the borehole or the well, the name identifies with where the expectant mother started. So in simple terms, the circumstances surrounding the birth of the baby identifies the name of the baby.
Yes. Can you talk about the versions of names in Acholi?
As we conclude, the version of names in Acholi varies based on the different aspects. One of them, beginning with, is the name that each one of us have. And then we have other names which are called praise name or praise call name, which identifies us with our culture or with our different clans. For example, mine is Odong and Lumona Lukarangola Waikwa. That already gives me a name. And then when I'm saying that, means if you are going to see me, go back to your mother's womb. Those are called praise call names. And then we have, in conclusion, the name which identifies us with our clan. For me, I'm from the Lion clan. Then if I'm trying to, I want to prove that I'm from the Lion clan, I'm going to blow the wish. I'm going to blow my own. The white part of it, I would walk. That one, I'm trying to alert you that the lion is coming. Take care. If you don't, the lion will take over you. That summarizes the aspect of naming in the Acholi tradition. Now we welcome the Kyankaga culture with the aspect of marriage.
Yes, thank you so much. That was the Acholi culture in naming the Acholi. Now this one I'm going to talk about marriage in Karamoja. So we are going to talk about marriage in Karamoja, how we get marriage partners in Karamoja, and we are going to begin with some interview. Yes, my brother. Yes, bro. How do you get a Karamojong partner? we go and dance in the dancing arena and impress a girl with songs.
Like example songs.
So DJ is going to bring for us the Nalio song by the Karamojo Gacha and how to impress the girl in Karamoja. Thank you so much, DJ.
Yeah, man! So this is about the Kalamajong, how they get marriage partners, and we are going to see what they call the dancing arena. In the dancing arena is where a boy identifies the girl to take, and we are going to see different practices that they do. How do you determine that this is the best partner that I'm going to take? Higher bars, here we go. Here
So that was that is another version of dancing. We have this one called Ekama, which most of the people are familiar. Yes, please, DJ.
So after selecting your pattern, so what we are going to do, we are going to see how you dance with your pattern. You have already selected from all what they want. So this is what we call a dance.
From the Kisu culture, please.
So has there
in about 2-3 minutes time.
How you impress
the three brothers from Kisuland.
The more you jump, the more you impress girls. The more you dance, the more you impress girls. Girls will be coming around to see who has performed better. Thank you so much.
And what if she's not impressed? What if she's not impressed?
They will take the information to the rest of the girls in case you one time admire the one. They will shut you there.
Yeah, use the information the way you want. That is it. We are getting started. The three brothers from Kisu culture, please. Kisu Valley. Well represented. We request the familiar community be preparing with either the drugs or the medicines. Kisu culture. Kisu. That is the land of the circumcision. Kisu culture. Let your eye not betray you. Focus. some presentations with local artists right here in the formation arena. Our weekend community. Thank you very much, our MC of the day and our audience. Good afternoon to you. Here at the Chameleons, or call us the ministers of the IFAM. We have come to present to you about Toro culture. I would like to ask my friend, as we shall be interacting, who are the Batoro, how do they name and how do they handle marriage issues? At this juncture, I will do, me myself, I'm called Sime Robert, and he himself,
Richard Kamanzi.
Richard Kamanzi. As you hear the name, he will also tell us the meaning of his name as Kamanzi. So, I would like to ask you, we are going to talk about the Batoro, or Toro culture. Who are they and where are they from?
Thank you so much. The Batoro are the people found in western Uganda, particularly Greater Kabarole. They are believed to have originated from Congo Basin, occupying the current positions where they are. And among the Batoro, we are led by the king called Omukama, and we name accordingly. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Since you have told us the name, so
thank you so much. According to the Batoro, we give name depending on the occasion, depending on the situation. Give names depending on the gender. Take an example, a girl or a boy, they cannot own the same name, they differ, showing the difference between. Thank you.
Would you give us some of the examples to differentiate male and female?
Exactly. Besides those examples, even giving their names, immediately I will start with your name, Sime, like you said. The name of Sime means Thanksgiving. Your parents were not sure that you would be born, but when you were born, they gave you that name in their way of saying thanks to the ancestors. My name, Kaman, it means Kahiro, means a hero, meaning I achieved me as a hero. Besides that, we have names like Biarhanga, means for God. We have names like Kakama, means to God, implying that the names we give, like today, they will give a name depending on the situation. For instance, a name like person was born during the war. So in memory of this event, they give the name Kawabani. It is related to Kentaro. The name Kentaro was given after they were victorious in that particular war. Take an example, natural calamities. We have, I remember Veredi was born during locusts, and that because of the name that was given to her. So in Batoro, current situation, I will say to you one example. I was happy and I remembered something great. Assume you happened to be born there, immediately your name was automatic Kamhanda, meaning along the road. Is it okay?
Yes.
You remember very well? Yes. Besides that, we have special names. However, we may call them titles.
Yes.
These are reserved for only twins. Twins. They are not even names, but they are titles. However, people later on change them to be names. Take an example of Kato. Kato. Nyangoma. Nyangoma. Those names means what? Nyakato is a lady. Kato is a male.
So now you have differentiated a female and a male. Thank you so much, Kamanzi. So allow me to take you back. Would you tell us how do you call naming in Toro?
Naming in Toro, Kuruka or Kubya Amabara.
Kubya, Kuruka.
Kubya or Kuruka.
As the Waganda say, Nazibuno, which means a long time ago, it was the search of a marriage partner for their children, and upon thorough investigation, they would choose who is best for their child. And after all that, I will go into the nitty-gritties of all that. I want us to show you the happiness that really is exhibited after the girl child has introduced their husband to the family of their parents. Please enjoy this dance.
What's happening? It has come back here. We are already.
people who do not delay, identified by the name Ziguagura. Please. If the DJ is delaying, you can even use it verbally and orally and come aboard. Yes, for your culture, not more than 2 minutes. It is almost stopping, the music is almost stopping if I don't see your steps. Your time is up. I request the sports chairman, please come aboard. Then thereafter we shall have final remarks from the vice rector and a closing prayer as we wind up the cultural day officially thereafter. Before all these speeches and remarks come, we are reliably informed that the Declaration Committee have prepared a variety of cultural stuff called them foods outside the payot that is well designed. And we request all the formators, all the lecturers, and all who are seated in front here, as well as you, the student fraternity, after the closure of everything here, we pass by there and test the foods. It is free of charge. We request you to be there and give honor of this day. Sports representative, I was told you have an information for us. Please, 2 minutes.
Yes, thank you, Mr. MC. On behalf of the chairperson, sports committee, I'm here to inform that after our cultural activities, we shall sum it up with a friendly match between PCJ and as our brothers carry university business that's
Let us go.
moves. So at 3, let's all be there and finish our day from there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. At this juncture, I invite all of us to come inside, wherever you are. We are going to have the final remarks from the Vice Rector, and it needs your presence as a participant during this day. I therefore now invite, I don't have the honor, but in my little capacities, allow me on student fraternity to invite the Vice Rector to come and address the gathering. Thank you.
Let them extend here.
I move him. Is that okay? Oh, I move him this way.
Move him this side.
PCJ, PCJ, PCJ. Very small. Please, those who are outside, could you please come in? All of us are outside. Let's end together. So what I want to say, just one expression. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your dedication. Thank you for the preparations. And thank you for the sharing of your talents with us. Communicating our cultures, the richness of our cultures that sometimes we don't celebrate. So thank you very much. In a special way, I would like to thank some specific people, our support staff, for always being there for us and with us when we need them. They are not here with us, but they are the ones who are carrying pots and cups for us to have something to drink and to eat. We will clap for them, our support staff. And to each and every student of PCJ. Clap for yourselves. Thank you very much. It was a short notice, and you pulled all your energies together, all the inspirations, and to craft something beautiful out of our different cultures, and even to present them here with us and to inspire us. We are so grateful. The greatness of PCJ lies in you. We are great because you are great. So thank you very, very much. And thanks to our SRC, the team here, Lugoa, Nawiti, and Anthony, who is around. Thank you for coordinating and for also reminding us that it was a cultural day today. We had forgotten. And then you remember with your fresh memories. You try to tap into the different communities to help them prepare for this day and to come up with a theme, naming and marriage. So thank you very much. And special thanks also to Mr. Chris Hikayo, is it? Turia Hikayo, is it? Anybody? Okay, so just to be sure, it's very botanical, it's a very important name. So thank you for being a patron and also inspiring to thinking in the right way through the SRC. And most special thanks to Richard Kyankaga Gonza.
Thank you very much. When I called you to come and introduce this very noble topic to us, you did not hesitate at all. You were very quick. Even yesterday, you were calling to inquire and to find out precisely what the theme was, to prepare something, and that you really prepared for us. One thing I know about you is that even though you say you are scared, but you're very available. You know, you are not only knowledgeable, you are available, and not only available, you are with content. We're really, really grateful for that. Thank you so very much. On that note, we will give you a small envelope to help you put some fuel in your motorbike and go back to the cultural center. So I invite Sister Stella Chen, our secretary, to give you that envelope. So the cameras are all on you, so don't misbehave. And on this day, we have missed a very important person, somebody I consider as the finest, unrecognized and even uncelebrated African philosopher, our very own Reverend Father and Dr. Kyankaga Edward Mayanja, whose touch, if you read some of his reflections, his touch on every topic of any African topic brings some freshness and always with new insight and new inspiration in the simplest of ways. I remember traveling with Father to the Congo embassy, prepared to go to Kinshasa, and my language, I didn't know how to locate it, whether it is the Bantu or Nilotic. When I was speaking to him, I'm from Cameroon. When I spoke with Father, he's situated where my language belongs, and I could see the connections. He is so deep into that. It's a pity that he's not here with us. It's just for us to know we have a guru among us as far as these things are concerned. And even this topic on the naming, I was reading around, I came across one of his reflections, written. A name is not something to be taken slightly. It has to be with one's culture, place in society, and quite often one's destiny. This makes people not to carry his name lightly. They quote Deuteronomy 5:10-11. Moreover, in Africa, names are not given casually. They are given solemnly in a naming ceremony. There are sometimes cases when given names are rejected. Signs like the abnormal crying of the baby, mysterious diseases are warnings that the naming of the baby has been delayed or that the wrong name has been given to the baby. It narrows from Africa to Uganda. In Uganda, Father Kyankaga writes, there are many names that indicate time. It gives a worry, indicate season. It says Okot, Obonyo. That indicates human activities. Odoi, Namiru, etc. In West Africa, names like Kofi, Kwasi, Kwaku are all names indicating the day when the child was born. And according to Kyankaga, all this shows that the child is a cosmic entity. We clap for Father. But the name itself is not isolated, as Father Kyankaga pointed out, as the theme was about marriage also. Marriage begets new names and relationships. Things like in-laws who break out when there is marriage. A woman stops being just a woman, becomes a wife when there is marriage. A man stops being just being a man, becomes a husband. And when people are truly married, they don't just call each other by name. You know that? They have new names like darling, sweetheart, and all that. So these things, they sit together. So they tie everything together. So we are celebrating something beautiful. Of course, many of us have decided already not to marry. Some of you, have you decided? You are discerning, isn't it? And deciding at the same time. But marriage is a call to faithfulness. Whether you're priest or religious or seminarian, it's a call for each and every one of us. We have new names. The names God gave us Himself. The names nobody can take away from us. That is in metaphysics, ontological names, ontological value. All the other names are social identities. That name is that each and every one of us are images of God. No accident. The name is just to situate you, to locate you, to live out your image of God. So thank you once again. Just a quick announcement as I end. Tomorrow is Ash Wednesday. Tomorrow we begin Lenten season. And as a family, the tradition is that we all gather here to begin the Lenten season together. So tomorrow at 9 a.m. we shall all be here to begin our Lenten season. The Comboni missionaries will be animating the Mass. So at 9 a.m. we shall be beginning. And then there will be no lectures. Would you like to clap? That is the best news, isn't it? No lectures today, no lectures tomorrow. What do you think of Thursday? No lectures also. No, I'm joking. Thursday, full lectures. And so we will need ashes. The components are preparing. You have the ashes of the common Sundays and all that. You could help with the components. They will be very grateful. And also during the Ash Wednesday Mass, we normally bring gifts from our different communities. Gifts can be in kind or in cash. And we put them together. Then at the end of Lent, one of the clubs or movements will be delegated by the administration to reach out to the poor with what we've given for sacrifice during Lent. Otherwise, I think we are all good to go. Just to say, well done, the SRC is here. The chairman of the SRC said that there are people who took envelopes for the chameleons, the ministers of the infirm. And he said that if you have them with you, please kindly bring them tomorrow also. That will not be for PCJ, but for the chameleons. So please take that announcement home. So thank you very much. I forgot to thank the media group, Club of PCJ Online TV, online, and all our experts here, projectors and all that. And each and every one of us, if we've forgotten you, thank you very much. And just to acknowledge the only Carl John in the whole institute.
matter, and neither do I intend to do so. I request Father to remain above for the final blessing as we invite, allow us together as the student fraternity to invite the only blessed woman among men and incarnated sister to Blessed Sacrament to come and give